Hello, and welcome to my channel, Dare to Nerd, where today I'm reacting to the 4th chapter of Volume 9 of RWBY. I figured I'd bust out my old Cheshire Cat costume since we have a 6th party member joining the team now, if you count Little. Okay, so I did get Roman Holiday. I have read the first few chapters, and oh my gosh! I won't spoil anything for those who haven't read it, but it does give more context to the scene where Neo made extra illusions of herself. Now, I don't think she's made more than one illusion of herself before at the same time, but I still stand by the fact that what she was thinking when she made those illusions is that she could only rely on herself now, but the book definitely gives deeper meaning to it. I also noticed in the last episode, Ruby seemed to get a little bit of her spark back. When the Red Prince told her to give up, submit, she said, "We won't." I'm so relieved she still has that will to keep going, it seems, but I do still think that she is pushing down her own internal trauma, and it's gonna come out sooner or later. This is going to become a problem at some point, and at some point I feel like her team is going to have to confront her about it and make her open up. It's also interesting that we haven't seen John yet, and I'm wondering if somehow John has taken the place of the Rusted Knight, because the Rusted Knight just has this mask, right? We haven't seen his face, so I'm a little suspicious about, why are they covering the face? Is there anything under that? Or is it just an empty suit of armor? Or is that potentially Jean? Man, I'm also wondering, what other Alice in Wonderland inspired characters are we going to meet? Are we going to meet a Tweedledee and Tweedledum type character? Are we going to meet the walrus or the dodo? Are we going to meet the griffin? I'm so curious what other fun, cool characters we're going to see in this show. And speaking of curious, let's begin Chapter 4. A Cat Most Curious. Also brought out the nice teacup for this occasion. Yeah. Yeah, I can't sing that high. I can't. I'm an alto. The theme of this song also is kind of looking inside and discovering a new you, so...
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty! Here, kitty, kitty, kitty!
Where are you, kitty cat?
Come on, kitty! A cat's hindquarters!
A cat's hindquarters?
Me.
You're excused.
Oh, I love it.
Hello,
Just-
cat?
Nice. You can
Curious
just...
cat? Which one do you go by?
Oh, I don't go by. That belongs to the days and the years.
Oh.
But if you are asking me what I am, I do suppose I am indeed a cat. Most curious.
Okay, hold up. Wait.
Of course.
Pause. Sheesh. So, once again, there's the theme of, like, identity that I'm picking up on. Not just, like, in the intro where it talks about a new me, I'm ready, but who will I find? But also with these characters, they don't necessarily have names. Their names are their titles. Like, the Red Prince literally didn't have a name. He was just the Red Prince, is what he is. The Jinxie Peddler is a peddler that plays tricks on people. And now here we are again with, if you're asking what I am a curious cat. So there's a theme going on here with identity. and the idea that, you know, who you are and what you are is intrinsically intertwined.
Look, my friends and I really need to get to that giant tree, and so far nothing we've tried has gotten us any further. It looks to me like we're even farther.
Yeah, I think that's because we're 6 inches tall.
Both?
Tree.
She hates to admit that she's wrong, doesn't
Of
she?
course. That is most definitely impossible. You do not go to the tree goes to you, unless, of course, you're me. You see.
Not even a little bit.
Well, that's your problem. It's a matter of perspective, I'm afraid.
Perspective.
Couldn't you take us then? You've been there.
Hold on. Is it a matter of, like, your mindset, almost? You reach a certain mindset, and maybe you'll get to the tree? It will become closer? Your goal will become closer? Okay. I also love the way they're speaking.
Before.
So why would I ever want to go back? Yes, I'm glad we understand one another.
I don't think
no
we
sense
do.
in seeing a sight seen.
Please. You helped Alex when she was...
Alex?
Ooh, I don't know if we should be mentioning her.
How do you know her? Are you friends of hers? Lifelong
We're floating.
nemesis?
Yeah.
Wait, don't tell me. Okay, no, tell me.
Well, we don't know her personally. Just, she wrote a book.
Like, I need to know.
Adventure in the ever after.
A book? Is it well liked?
It's kind of a childhood favorite of everyone's, where we're from.
Yes. Oh, please, I simply must know more. What did she write about? How was I portrayed? And
Yeah, really. What'd she say
do I
about me?
smell a mouse?
Oh no. Not food.
From one cat
She's
to
like,
another.
no mouse here.
Could you give us a minute, please?
Oh, so they're spoken for.
What?
Oh, please hurry. I have so many questions.
Oh my gosh.
Are we sure they're not called the constantly annoying cat?
Got him. Totally roasted.
Thank you.
Guys, the curious cat was described as an ally with an appetite for information.
Well-
Just because they don't want to go back to the tree doesn't mean we can't lure them there.
Okay. Yeah, we...
I'm interested in why he saved them from the Red Prince. Because as soon as she mentioned that she was human, that they were human, that's when he appeared, right? That caught his attention. But he made a point to step in and save their lives. So is that just out of curiosity, or is there something else? Is there some other reason why he has such an invested interest in these newcomers here?
just need to keep their attention along the way. That shouldn't be too hard. We
Oh,
know
boy.
all sorts of...
The cat's gone.
Ah, oh gosh! Disappeared.
But wait up!
Oh, that was pretty.
Didn't you have questions for us? We'd be happy to answer them.
I sense a butt approaching.
I sense a butt approaching.
No, I mean,
I love the
we do
puns.
still need to go to the tree, but that'll take ages, right? Plenty of time to tell you all the stuff from our world. Look, ever seen a scroll before?
Oh,
Luminous rectangle.
luminous rectangle.
What does this button do?
Oh my goodness.
Why is it painting tiny flat versions of me? Is that what I look like smiling?
Line
More
and
questions.
sinker.
How exciting.
That could keep him entertained for hours by itself. Also, are they going to have pictures of this land now that they can show people when they get back home? Yo. Also, does this not remind you of when you have a cat that is playing like a game on the tablet, like trying to press the buttons or catch a fish or something? Oh my gosh.
Of me. So the old man and the boy share a body now?
Ozpin
That's got some
and
uncomfortable
Oscar.
implications.
Yes, it
That is
does.
a helpful way to reincarnate. The same people who put a city in the sky. Speaking of
The
Atlas,
roast.
did that CL girl from the Vital Festival ever come back in a notable way?
Oh my gosh.
There's just so many characters to keep track of.
He's the whole fandom.
What was my original question?
Blake, it's your turn.
They're exhausted.
You asked about the origins of Remnant.
That's right. Woo, those
He's
two
a-
brothers. Talk about a god complex, am I right?
I agree.
All
Yes.
in all, a rather entertaining summary, though I felt some of the character voices were a bit uninspired. Looking at you, wise huntress.
Oh!
Again, it's wise. Just wise.
They were absolutely listening to the fans when they wrote that part, didn't they? Oh my gosh. They were poking fun at some of the fan critiques and observations and questions.
Brothers! Talk about a
He's
god
like,
complex,
he's like a
am I right?
hyperactive
All in all, a rather
child
entertaining summary,
that
though
keeps
I felt
asking
some
questions.
Of the character voices were a bit uninspired.
I love that he's
Looking at
floating
you,
also.
wise huntress.
Again, it's Weiss. Just Weiss.
Apologies. To your credit, you lot certainly know more about the beginnings of Remnant than Alex did. That girl could barely see past her own nose.
Oh, what do you mean?
Oh, you know. Just hilariously concerned with trivial things.
Yeah, but she learned her lesson in the end, right?
I'd certainly say so. Oh, would you look at that?
Ooh, okay. And this was another thing that was bopping around in my mind, is how accurate is the book to the events that Alex actually went through, right? Because if she wrote the book, then she could have, taken some creative license. And I'm also getting the idea that Alex was not kind of like how Yang said, she was not a nice person. It sounds like she didn't just lie and cheat. It sounds like she was very self-absorbed, as the cat just said. She didn't see past her own nose. She was concerned with trivial things, which is interesting, and she potentially is the reason that the Red King's no longer around. Like, she messed up some stuff. But yeah, the way the cat's facial expression changed when he was talking about Alex, the slight annoyance and disdain, like, she rubbed people the wrong way. And the way he said, oh, she certainly learned her lesson. What happened? Like,
The edge of the garden's acre.
oh, I'm so looking forward to this place! Oh, I love those leaves so much.
This entire world is put together like a bunch of mixed up puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
How does anyone make sense of this?
Each acre is made specifically for its inhabitants and their roles. Is it not like that on Remnant?
No?
How strange. It never even occurred to me to ask that before.
I have a question I'd like to ask.
Wait! Before you ask that, each acre is made specifically for its inhabitants. Okay. Because he had mentioned before that the Red Prince, like, that you can't do the one thing you were put on this acre to do, which is to play your game and win. So he was put there. Were these acres created? The way he's phrasing things implies that there is an ultimate decision maker of what these acres look like and who's going to live there and what they're going to do. So, like, a god? No one says the two brothers were the only gods around. Did a god create this world? And do they live in the tree? Is that kind of like, how the god of light had his little sanctuary, his pool of creation, and then the god of darkness and destruction had his own little area. Is the tree a temple or sanctuary of a god of this land? I'm forming a theory.
How much longer before we're back to regular size?
Not long at all. The garden is just down this path and is sure to have all the ingredients we need for a lovely Grogurt parfait. Just don't go talking to anyone without me. If you're not careful.
We might get our heads cut off.
That is how we met, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, God, I love the bridges. I love how it just splits down even the sky splits down the middle. We saw that before also with, of course, them crossing the bridge into the Red Acre, but, with the Jabberwocker running across his own bridge from, like, light to dark. That's so cool. But also, this looks like there's nothing below it. So it's just floating in space. Is it kind of like the dimension that Ambrose created when he made all those different portals and all the different paths leading to different portals, and he told them not to fall because it just kind of goes into an abyss? Is this a similar situation where there's just nothing there? What happens if they fall?
Oh, you remnant folk are such troublemakers.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we'll cause a lot less trouble once we're back to normal.
Bah, I don't see what all the fuss is about. Some of my best friends are 6 inches tall. If I were
Are you gonna
I'd
meet
be
those
more worried
friends?
about... Who was that scary sorceress you mentioned? Salim? Salem? How many
Salem.
more relics does she need to end the world again? How
Dude.
are you even supposed to stop her now that Atlas is gone?
Yo, too soon. Youch. Ooh. Oh, the look of horror on her face. Oh, Ruby.
Hey, Rubes?
Yeah, help her.
Maybe we shouldn't worry about home right now. We've got enough problems to...
The cat! What? Oh, no. I wasn't paying attention.
He took off.
Where did they go now?
Oh my gosh.
They saw a bug.
And you didn't say anything?
It was a very interesting
It's like
Of
he's...
all the characters from the book, why did it have to be the cat? Why couldn't we have gotten help from the lively carpenter or the rusted knight? One
Okay,
was
the
sweet,
rusted knight.
One was handsome.
Who's the
and
lively
neither of them
carpenter?
had the attention span of a goldfish.
You know, I bet you could find a goldfish in one of these ponds.
I feel like you're not grasping the
Hey.
seriousness of the situation,
Do you
little.
hear that?
Okay, and I'm only I know I'm pausing a lot, sorry guys. But I don't know that not worrying about home is the right solution, because I know you need to focus on what's in front of you, but like this is obviously weighing on everyone's mind, and it's like, talk! Talk to each other, damn it! Get Ruby to open up! Ah! Oh, little garden.
This the garden?
Yeah.
It certainly looks like a garden.
I love the
where's that
bioluminescent
humming coming
plants. Love it. Oh, from there? It's a caterpillar!
I am getting really tired of that question.
What question?
Oh!
What are you?
Oh, that question. Isn't it obvious? I am an herbalist.
I love his rake!
Herbalist. At least. Until I'm not anymore.
Oh, good. Well, all questions answered then.
Again, with like
Sorry to bother.
changing
but,
what you are.
my friends and I could use some
Well,
help.
I mean, that kind of makes sense because he is a caterpillar, and change and metamorphosis is kind of what he does and what he represents. So,
See, we're trying to get to that giant tree, but
aren't you not supposed to talk to
to the
anyone
tree.
without the cat?
Ah, yes. Everyone needs help these days. Everyone.
Look at this giant mushroom. I love it so much. What a house!
Are you coming in, or aren't you?
you can make us a Grogurt parfait, right?
He is so put upon. He's just a crotchety grandpa. Oh, look at this
Say,
place.
You all seem a bit, hesitant. What did you say you were
Well-
again?
We're huntresses.
Okay.
And what exactly does a huntress do?
Yeah, saying that you're human has gotten them
monsters?
into trouble
I guess-
before. I'm glad
sorry,
she's
I
learning.
don't understand why this matters.
I don't understand how you don't understand. I am an herbalist. I make medicines and remedies to help others on their journeys. It is
He
what
has
I
one of the
am.
salt rock lamps in the back.
So, do you know what a huntress is, or do you guess?
Huntresses are heroes. We protect those who can't protect themselves.
Thank you.
It's like a confident answer at last.
Would you say that you're good huntresses?
Ooh, Ruby doesn't think so anymore.
Look, can you help us or not?
I am trying. But you are making this far more complicated than it needs to be. We all have our titles, our roles to play. But in order to help you become whatever it is you need to become, you should really have a better understanding of what you are now.
Okay. How do we open mushroom door?
This is how a king winds up a prince. Follow.
This is how a king winds up a prince? So the king didn't die. Did the king become the prince? Am I taking that phrase too literally? Because, like, yeah, changing what you are is a huge ongoing theme, it seems. And the cat said, we all change when it's our time to change. So, did the king change into the prince? Okay, he reverted back in time? Interesting. So we're gonna get a little bit of therapy here, though. A little introspection, if you will. Good! They desperately need it.
My work is never done.
This old man is so put upon. That's a lot of hookah bottles. Oh my god. Woo. Got the pipes in the
Please.
background.
Take a seat.
Actually, I think maybe we should be going.
No,
Right,
she's
Ruby?
like,
This
I
won't
don't want to
take
do drugs.
long.
Okay, apparently
Just
they don't have a
answer
choice.
the questions.
We about to get high.
What are you?
Okay, I love that this take on the Alice in Wonderland caterpillar saying, "Who are you?"
Are you sure you know?
What?
You have to be sure of what you are
Oh.
and of what you're going to be.
Blake! Ruby!
Okay, we're all getting a hit of that. Oh!
What?
Ha! Ha! You gotta talk with yourself, bitch. Is this why we got the different versions of themselves in the intro? Okay.
You don't have to go forward, you know. You could go back.
No.
Back to
No.
before.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Uh-huh.
It's simple, really. You could just be human. Or just a cat. If
Eh?
you wanted. Really, it's up to you.
Oh my gosh.
Why would I do that? Like I said, it's simple.
Is
Much
it?
simpler than trying to be a bridge between humans and faunus. Why
Life isn't
struggle with
simple.
that responsibility?
The Schnee name.
Because you can.
Bother anymore. What does it even
Because you're the only
stand
one
for
that
now?
can.
Instead, you could be a nobody. Could you imagine? Not a single
Okay.
bit of baggage
So
upon
they're
your
facing
shoulders.
their own
Isn't that what you
internal
want?
struggles,
To be
their
free?
own
To be
internal
something
like
simpler?
insecurities.
To be whole
And
again?
damn. Ooh!
No.
I was about to say damage.
My
Ooh!
losses, my failures, those more than anything.
Oh, I love the
are what have
crescendoing
shaped me
music.
to Who I am. Showed me how I need to grow. If there's something
Yes.
I'm missing, it's not because I've lost it. Because I
Yes!
haven't found it yet.
Let's
The only way
go!
to do that is to keep going. A simple life wouldn't be my life. My family,
That's right.
my friends, my culture. I belong to them just as much as they belong to me.
Yes!
To give that all away wouldn't be simplicity. It would be betrayal.
I don't know
And-
who you think you are,
Yes.
but let me tell you who I am. I am the granddaughter of a hero and the child of a villain. I am a citizen of a fallen kingdom and an heir to nothing. I will not be defined by my name because I will be the one to define it.
Pop off
I
queen!
am White Schnee, and I am a huntress.
I am a
Hallelujah!
huntress. I am a huntress.
Can I get an amen?
So,
Oh.
are you a huntress?
Oh shit.
Like the ones you read about in books?
Well, I mean, real life isn't a fairy tale.
They always saved the day, didn't they? always knew what to do.
You
Always
can't.
won
You
in the
can't
end.
always know what to do.
Life isn't like a fairy tale.
Yeah,
That's right.
exactly.
It's up to you to make things better, isn't it?
Eh,
Everything all depends on you.
no.
Your sister needs you. Your friends need you. The whole world needs you to keep fighting forever and
okay.
ever against an invincible monster that took your mother.
Ooh.
Mom was the best,
Youch.
but even she failed. And that doesn't seem fair. None of this seems fair.
No, but okay, so I'm feeling like a huge part of her problem.
You can do what
A huge part of her problem is not relying on others in turn. She feels all this weight and all this pressure to be the hero, to know what to do, to take care of everyone else, but she's not letting anyone else take care of her, right? You have to open up to your team. All right, what was she going to say? I'm sorry.
that doesn't seem fair.
No.
None of this seems fair.
It's not fair, but
What am I supposed to do?
You can do whatever you want. Be whoever you want.
oh dear.
You don't even have to be Ruby Rose.
Oh no. She's tempted by that. The others shut that down because
So,
they're more secure
what
in
are you gonna
themselves
be?
right now. But
Get away from
oh,
her!
hey! Cat to the rescue again.
Oh my! That's a bit much.
Herb,
Too much, huh?
look at yourself.
Herb?
You're done.
I love it.
You're supposed to be helping
The
others find their
herbalist.
way, but you've lost your own. Please let me help. And
What?
take a little bit of my heart.
A little bit of his
You'll
heart?
feel much better.
What? That's what he did
I
with the
do
prince?
Apologize.
Hold on.
Always
He's doing that again. What does that do? It calms them down? Does it help him control them? What's going on? And what? Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Listen to exactly what he said.
Herb, look at yourself. You're done. You're supposed to be helping others find their way, but you've lost your own. Please let me help. And take a little bit of my heart.
What do you
You'll
mean
feel
you're
much
done?
I do apologize.
Oh, his
I
color changed a little bit
always
too.
was a bit of a workaholic. Huntress's, was it? Peculiar things.
Ah! What was that? Did the cat do that? That didn't look like something the cat. Well, maybe he did punt them out of the a secret passageway out of the castle and into the middle of nowhere. What did he mean by you're done? Like done being an herbalist? And is it the cat's job, since they all seem to have a role to play, is it his purpose to keep everyone in line and to be doing their jobs? Is he like policing them almost? Huh, that's a little terrifying. Okay, I guess maybe the caterpillar did that to himself, just kind of let himself out, since he can kind of control the walls in this mushroom. But that was very abrupt. No, look at their faces.
Oh, I found the cat.
You were asleep that whole time. Does this mouse have narcolepsy? God, look at this concept art. Christopher Guerrero. Okay. Yeah, the bridges. I kind of want to look for like an interview with the RWBY and see what the reaction was when the writers came to the concept artists and the background artists and said, okay, we're gonna do a version of Alice in Wonderland. Go ham. What was the reaction? Because you can just go so nuts. Like, look at this design. Right, we got a little bit of therapy via hookah. I really like that philosophy. You have to know what you are now to know who you will be you kind of have to know who you were in the past also to kind of know who you are now. Also, did anyone else feel like this scene with the caterpillar questioning them, like, what are you? Oh, we're huntresses. Well, what are huntresses? What does that mean? Do you know what that means? Did anyone feel like that kind of mimicked their individual talks with Oobleck, Professor or Dr. Oobleck? When he took them out on their first like field mission and he was questioning each of them like, why do you want to be hunters? Before they had to know like, okay, you want to be huntresses, why do you want to be huntresses? Now they have to define, okay, what is a huntress to you? What are you? Felt like a good callback of, you know, coming full circle with like kind of knowing who you are and what you want to be. That was so cool, seeing them like facing their past selves and seeing where they were and also facing some the trauma that they've been through and saying, no, I am stronger now because of what I've been through. It has made me who I am. So they needed that. I feel like, you know, as bad as RWBY is right now, they also needed that. So, but RWBY, yeah, she's in a bad place right now. You know, the fact that the cat interrupted right when she was about to make a choice makes me think she was about to make the wrong choice and actually accept the idea that she doesn't have to take on this responsibility of fighting Salem and, you know, saving the world. And I think a part of that stems from her, once again, not letting herself rely on others, but also she has this very she had, I should say, this very romanticized version of what a huntress was from the books that she read, maybe from what her mother did. She definitely viewed the hunter's work through rose-colored lenses. And since, you know, the reality is so much darker and more messy and just impossible to always be in control, to know what to do, impossible to save everyone, you know, that those rose-colored lenses have broken, and she's having to grapple with the harsh reality of what the world really looks like and what this job really is. But yeah, she didn't come to a conclusion there, so she's still kind of in limbo about who she is right now and what she is right now. I'm assuming that's going to cause some kind of issues going through the rest of this volume, and at some point, the rest of her team's going to have to get her to open up. I'm a little sus now of this cat because he has this ability to give a piece of his heart to these other beings, these other characters, and affect them in some way. Like, what is he doing exactly? What does that mean? And he does seem to be making sure that these characters are fulfilling their purpose of why they were put on these acres. I'm a little sus about what he meant by "you're done." Like, what do you mean you're done? What does that mean for the caterpillar? Right? Yeah, I don't necessarily buy that he keeps saving RWBY and her team just out of curiosity. I feel like there's some other reason. So yeah, I'm a little sus about what the cat's all about. You know, what's his ultimate goal? Is he just curious or is there something else going on? But that's going to do it for this reaction. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and a comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye!